loves, welcome to this Crunchless Core routine. You won't need any equipment for this workout, and there's absolutely zero spinal flexion, so it is perfectly safe to do if you have osteoporosis or if you can't do spinal flexion for any reason. This is a perfectly safe ab workout for you to do. I hear so many people say when they start Pilates that they're only feeling it in their neck, which just means that our core is not strong enough yet to support the weight of our torso in an ab curl or crunch position. And it's very common. And of course, the more you practice, the stronger you'll get. But if you're just starting out, I really recommend doing exercises like the ones we'll do in this video, so you can strengthen your core without putting any strain on your neck. And you'll find when you go back and do exercises like the 100 and single leg stretch, double leg stretch, you'll feel it less and less in your neck and more in your core. So like I said, you don't need any equipment, just grab your mat and let's get started. Let's get started lying on our backs. Knees are bent, feet flat on your mat. And we'll start with some breathing just to slow down the breath and connect with our bodies. So bring your hands to your rib cage, fingertips just barely touching. You can close your eyes if you want, and on your inhale, expand your ribs side to side. And then exhale, close your ribs, draw your fingertips back together. Deep breath in, expanding the ribs. And exhale, knit the ribs together. Keep going, taking nice deep breaths here. Just starting to bring your awareness into your body. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And on your next exhale, close the ribs, keep them knit together. And take your hands and place them in a little triangle shape on top of your pelvis. So heels of the hands on your hip bones, fingertips pointing down. And we're going to work on feeling the difference between a neutral spine versus an imprinted spine. So with your hands resting on your pelvis, I want you to take an inhale and tilt your pelvis forward. Fingertips reach down towards your toes, creating a lot of space between your lower back and the mat here. Okay, probably super uncomfortable. This is where we never want to be in Pilates. This is a no-no. Super dangerous for your lower back. And then take an exhale. Press your lower back into the mat, tilting your pelvis back. And this is what we call an imprinted spine. Abs are engaged and supported. You may even feel a little bit of hamstring activation here too. So just notice how it feels in your body. And then we'll keep moving through each of those positions. So inhale, arch your back, tilt the pelvis forward. And then exhale, tuck your tailbone, press the lower back down. Good, and just keep moving through each position and notice how it feels in your body. Keep going and start to reduce your range of motion with each rep until you find a happy medium, which will be your neutral pelvis. So there will be a slight curve in your lower back, but your abs will be nice and engaged and supported, and you feel like it's a position that you can maintain. Good, so that is your neutral pelvis. It's going to be different for everybody, and it might even be different for you from day to day. And a neutral pelvis is a little more of an advanced position to work from because it takes more strength to maintain. So if you're used to working from a neutral pelvis, you can stay here, or if you're a beginner, I recommend coming back into that imprinted spine where your lower back is pressing into the mat. So find whatever position is best for you, and then rest your arms down by your side. One at a time, lift your legs to tabletop. And already here you should feel the core start to fire. Press the lower back down, and knees should be right over your hips or slightly in towards your chest, okay? And we'll go into our single leg toe taps. So keeping this 90-degree bend, just lower your right toes down towards the mat and then lift back to your tabletop. And switch. Inhale, lower the left toes. And exhale, lift. Good. Keep going nice and slow and controlled here. And I don't want you to put any weight on that toe when you lower. So just hover and lift. Good. Think about pressing that low back down the whole time if you're in that imprinted spine. And the back of your ribs are heavy into the mat the whole time. Good. Inhale, lower. Exhale, use your lower abs to draw the leg back up. I'm shaking already. Exhale, lift. This one's really hard if you do it right. Keep your chest open, backs of the shoulders press down into the mat. Let's do one more each side. And exhale, lift. Good, rest your feet down. Still keep the core nice and engaged here. Arms float up to the ceiling. On your inhale, drop your right arm down towards your ear. And then exhale, lift. Switch, lower the left. And exhale, lift. Good, keep going. And I want you to think about keeping the ribs connected the whole time. So you're not flaring out the ribs, arching the back when you lower your arm. Everything stays nice and stable. And you don't have to touch the mat either, just lower to a little hover and lift. Press your shoulders down from your ears here. And let's do one more each side. And exhale, lift. Good. Hold your arms up and then float your legs back up to tabletop. We're gonna do a little combo. So we'll start with our diagonal press. Press your right palm to the inside of your left thigh. So you should feel a little activation across the core. Release, and then we're gonna lower right arm, toe tap the left leg. Come back to center. We switch. Press your left palm to the inside of your right knee. Come through center, lower the left arm, and toe tap the right leg. And lift. Good. Keep going. Press. Come through center, lower opposite arm and leg. And lift. Good. Keep going. It's a little bit harder now that we're lowering the arm and the leg. So I want you to think about maintaining that neutral pelvis or your imprinted spine. Nothing is shifting in the pelvis here. Your core is working so hard to keep your torso and your pelvis stable. Also, a little bit of mental coordination here too. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift. One more each side. Last one. And back to center. Good. Hug your knees into your chest. Relax for a second. You can rock from side to side. And then take your hands back into that triangle and place them under your tailbone. And extend both legs up to the ceiling. So really make sure your lower back is pressing down into the mat for this one. Your hands are there to help support you. Chest is nice and open. And we'll just do single leg lowers. So lower your right leg down to a hover. And then exhale, lift. And switch. Lower the left. And exhale, lift. Good. Keep going. Really make sure you're not arching your back when you lower your leg. And lift. Inhale, lower. And exhale, lift. Keep going. Try to press the backs of your ribs into the mat more as you lift your leg. So deep core is working here. 4 more. Make sure you're bringing your knee over your hip when you lift the legs back up. And you can have a soft bend in your knees here too, if it's too much on the hamstrings, to keep the legs straight. And lift. Good. Now we're going to go right into our double leg lowers. So reset yourself if you need to. Press the lower back down. Squeeze the inner thighs together. And lower down to 45. And exhale, lift. I'm shaking. Inhale, lower. And exhale, lift. Your core is really fighting against your legs here to keep the pelvis stable. Good. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Nice and slow here. 3 more. Energy through the toes. I hope you can tell how much I'm shaking here. Last one. Inhale, lower. And exhale, lift. Good. Hug your knees in. Relax. Rock from side to side. And then let's flip on over to all fours. Hands right under the shoulders. Knees right under your hips. Tuck your toes under here. And we're just gonna do some little knee hovers. I want you to press your hands away from the mat so chest is nice and lifted here. We're not collapsing into the shoulders. Find that neutral position with your spine here. So we're not arching and you're not rounding either. So nice, happy medium, belly button to your spine. Tuck the toes under on your exhale. Just lift your knees 1 inch. Hold for 3, 2, 1, lower down. Again, exhale, lift, hold for 3, 2, 1, lower down. 1 more, exhale, lift. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Sit back for a quick little child's pose. And then come back to all fours. We're gonna finish with a plank, okay? Full plank. Hands under the shoulders, press away from the mat. Find that neutral position in your spine, core is engaged. Step the right foot back, step the left foot back, hold, and breathe. Squeeze the glutes, press away from your mat. Belly button to the spine. We hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently lower the knees and sit your hips back for child's pose. Nice job. And come on up to seated facing me. And we will finish with one big inhale, arms up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Great job, my loves. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, this is a great workout to do. You can add it on to the beginning or the end of a workout, or just do it on its own. And remember, the more you practice, the stronger you'll get. So let me know what you thought, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.